Grand Rising, my people. Welcome to Stop Speculating. My name is Nonso, and I'm back on my bull. I'm 27 years young from Chicago, Illinois. Brother, son, uncle, nephew, cousin. With such a large family growing up in the city, I had to get to know struggle very well and very early. And it's quite common in the urban neighborhoods. But what wasn't common was our mindsets. I had great examples of diligence and perseverance from my elders. And that just stirred and conjured and created within me a curiosity to expand our finances, our money, our assets. I didn't know these terms back then, but I did have the curiosity. I just wanted to escape the hamster wheel, the everyday grind. And that's what led me to be interested in finances. And this is a channel dedicated and devoted to building a knowledge base for financial systems, which will in turn create phenomenal traders. Now that's very important because I've come to learn that most to all things in life is exchanges. So when you become a phenomenal trader, you become a cheat code for life. A market is a process or institution whereby parties engage in exchanges. Now, parties may exchange goods and services for more goods and services, and we call that a barter. We'll get more to that in further details in later videos. Goods and services for goods and services is a barter, or goods and services for money, which is the most common exchange, period. Okay? Markets can also be seen as the process of establishing value. The largest markets in the world is the capital market, forex market, foreign exchange market, commodity market, and a real estate market. Okay? I'm here to explain the capital market and the foreign exchange market. Not even explain it. I can't deep dive into it as much as I want to, but to give a layman's term on what it is, you know? So the capital market consists of the stock and bond market. We're going to get more into that later as well in this video because those are important, okay? The foreign exchange market facilitates the trading of foreign currencies. All right. So let's go back to capital market and break down what is a stock and what is a bond in layman's term. This is not technical to the T, which no one can be technical to the T with these certain things, which you'll learn. Stocks are shares into which ownership is divided. I'm going to go into that more too. So stocks and the stock market is the process where you're exchanging capital for partial ownership. Okay? And it's not always capital. It's not always money. We'll get more into that later. I promise. Promise. All right? Now, a bond is a debt security. A bond is a debt security where the issuer owes the holder of the bond a debt plus interest in most cases. Not all cases will there be a compound interest. But in most cases, you'll be owed by the issuer of the bond a debt plus interest to be paid at a later time, which is termed the maturity date. Okay. The most common of bonds are municipal bonds and corporate bonds. The most common of bonds are municipal bonds and corporate bonds. Municipal bonds are just the government. That's what municipal means, like governance. The government needing assets, needing capital for a project they are trying to build, a bridge, build schools, whatever they're trying to do. They will issue a bond where you can purchase that bond, and on the term maturity date, you will receive back whatever you paid on that debt. In most cases, you will receive also interest. In most cases, at that maturity date that will be printed on the bond or whatever, However, you were issued the bond. That's a municipal bond when the government needs assets. So it reaches out, it issues a bond to you. You purchase the bond, and on that bond, it has a maturity date in which they will have to repay that debt. Okay, that's a municipal bond. A corporate bond is exactly the same. It's just from a corporation. It's just from a corporation. Whatever they need capital to further their corporation, they will issue a bond, and investors will buy it with the hopes of, yeah, they will be able to pay. No, it's no hope. You will have, the corporation will have to pay you back by the maturity date issued on the bond. So investors buy bonds and knowing securely that that debt will be repaid. Sometimes, in most cases, with interest. All right. Definitely great to talk to you guys. Love learning and love teaching this foundation. This is the lower level, guys. This is below the lower level, you know. So we're going to build, we're going to keep coming. Every week I'm going to post content. I want you guys to like the video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want me to cover more and what you want me to less talk about. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Peace.